Okay. Do do do. Oops. Okay, so we left off with Francis being welcomed into the land of the dead. So our first line will go to Grayson.
アラナは、うん、うん、急いで、was it
Yep.
she no, um, something that was like to push with another piece on
It's
it.
similar to that. This is actually like matsuri, like festival. But it
I was
might be
stuck on the one
pronounced
before,
differently.
trying to
This,
figure out how
this
to pronounce that one.
oh, that's God. Kami.
Kami, okay. Mm, Kami, and how was, how did I say that one?
Matsu. Matsuru.
Matsuru, ah,
礼拝堂.
はい、
Mm.
に、行った。
So the main part of this is Alanna wa itta. What does that mean?
Alanna went.
Do you know what isoide means? It's a pretty common beginner word.
Hmm.
Isoide means quickly or immediately kind of idea, like in a rush. Do you know what she means?
Dead.
How about kami?
Um, God,
What is shi no kami?
the God of the dead.
Do you know what a matsuri is?
You said there was a festival, I think.
It is. It's a festival. Do you, in Japan, most festivals are centered around some kind of like god, right? Like normally like a Shinto god or whatever. Like it's normally around like a temple, right? Rather than like just randomly in the middle of a city. You may not have noticed that. But so because of that, the verb matsuru has to do with that temple. It means to enshrine or to worship somebody at like a place, to deityify specifically. So it is, this right here is a location that worships or enshrines the god of the dead, is what that says. Reihaido is literally just a place of worship, like a church. So it's a church that enshrines the god of the death. In other words, it's the god of the death church since the Lana world has multiple gods, not just like the Christian one or whatever. So this one is specifically for the god of the dead. So what does Alanna do altogether?
She goes to the triding place at the temple for the God of the dead, and she does it
Mm.
quickly.
Yeah, she goes to the temple of the god of the dead. This temple is a temple that is for the god of the dead. So this could have just
Okay.
been Shin no Kami no Reihaido, and that would have been equally understandable, right? It's the god of the dead's temple. So like it's the temple that worships the god of the dead, right? Versus a temple that might worship woman or something. I don't know. The Mother Earth. There's lots of different temples that worship different gods. The rest of this paragraph is going to go to Josh.
もうそこにジョナサンが友人の亡骸に付き添っていた。So already Jonathan had, um, I guess, taken the dead friend's corpse there.
Uh, uh
I,
maybe.
I
I
think,
guess you're right. Yeah.
あ、アラナは後ろに膝、ひざまず、ひざまずき、おじの邪魔にならないようにした。So, um, I guess Alana kneeled behind him and tried not to get in his way. 祭壇に横、is this 横たわる?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Oh,
祭壇に横たわるフランシスを見てアラナは震えた。
you know Yoko, right?
Yeah, horizontal.
Yeah, this is just lying down horizontal.
Okay. So Sidon, I'm guessing that's like that's to me sounds like a lectern type of thing.
That's a good guess. We got Matsuri, right? That deifying. And then we
Uh-huh.
have platform, right? Dan.
Hmm.
So this is the
It's probably like
altar, whatever
the
that's called.
steps. That's like the days.
It's kind of, yeah, yeah. I think
Okay.
before the steps, like the stage.
So Sidon に横たわるフランシスを見てアラナは震えた. So Alana saw Francis laying at the stage and started shaking. 自分が何かしていたら、彼はまだ生きていられたのかもしれない。So if she had done something, perhaps he would have lived.
Yep. And the next line goes to Grayson.
アラナは、自分、
Mm-hmm.
自分が、there's something written to the side, but I am struggling.
恥ずかしい.
恥ずかしかった。Mhm. Okay. I know Jibun, that's like, it's like oneself, or like
Mm-hmm.
yourself, or whatever. Um,
You know 恥ずかしい?
that's an ear next to a heart.
Yeah, I don't know if the story helps too much. It's really embarrassing to put your ear next to your crush's heart. Um, Hazakashi means embarrassing, or it means like similar to that vibe. With like embarrassing is in the right here, ashamed in this context, right? So who is Alanna ashamed of?
Herself.
Yes, she's ashamed of herself. Perfect. さあ、マイルズが隣でひざまずいた. Sir Miles was kneeling right next to her, or someone. 寝癖で髪とひげはくしゃくしゃだ. He has like hair that looks like he didn't brush it this morning, and his beard or whiskers or whatever were very messy. お気の毒にアラン、マイルズは小声でいた。This is a poison, Alan. That's what Miles says in a quiet voice. フランシスは君の友達だったのに、アナナは騎士を見た。マイルズは友人で大人だ。動機的な問題を分かってくれるだろう。So Sir Miles says, you know, Francis, he was, even though he was one of your friends, it's quite a horrible poison. Alanna, she looks over at the knight, and Miles is a friend, a friend that's also an adult of hers, so someone she like trusts. So he would probably understand the complex, I think, problem that she has. And I'm gonna double check. Do teki. Moral. So he'd understand the moral problem she has. It's more like his class. I feel like it's all about morals than just because he's an adult friend. それに、前津の、一見は信頼できる. On top of that, she can trust Sir Miles' opinion. Next paragraph is for Grayson.
少しを、は話してきませんか。ランナーはささやいた、音で、少し like a little bit of talking.
Yeah. Can you, little bit of talking, meaning, can I talk to you for a little bit? 少しお話できませんか? Can you not talk a little bit?
Mm.
Do you know what sasayaku means?
No. Given the context, I'm assuming this is like a dialogue tag.
It is. It is a whisper. Sasayaita.
Okay.
Do you know what soto means?
This like outside.
Yeah, can I talk to you a little bit outside, that is? And even though doku means poison, ki no doku is an idiom that means pitiful. So I was wrong. And the next couple of lines will be for Josh.
二人は静かに外に出た. So the two of them quietly left outside. マイルズは、this was, okay, 礼拝堂のドアのすぐ外側のベンチに座った. So Miles immediately sat down on the bench outside the chapel. Oh, this is Sotogawa?
Or gaisoku, apparently.
I picked the wrong combination. 何を考えている? マイルズは来て、アラナに座りなさいと手で示した. So, what are you thinking about? Sir Miles asked, and gestured to Alanna to sit down. Alanna は立ったままでいた, but Alanna remained standing.
さあ、もし人に力があって、それが、something にも悪も使えるものだったら、使い方がいいでしょうか? Sir Miles, if someone has power and if they can use that power for evil or for good, then they should still use their power, right? I don't feel like I've ever seen this kanji before, but they're like, children know this word.
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. I haven't seen it either.
何これ? Zen, which means goodness.
Oh.
それが善にも悪いも使えるのだったら。マイズはアラナを洞察鋭く見た。魔法のような力のか。So Miles looks at Alanna with a sharp look that I don't know exactly what kind of sharp look it is. And he says, are you talking about the power of magic? So now I'm going to Google dosatsu and dosatsu. Oh, a discerning sharp look. So he's very intuitive. Next line goes to Grayson.
アラナはもじもじ to. Okay, this one was like. Uh, it's a leg. I'm trying to remember how
Mm-hmm.
you say
Ashi.
for ashi. Okay, ashi de yuka o sutta.
Moji moji is like fidgety.
Okay. So like Alanna is like shaking her leg.
Mm-hmm. But it's probably less furueru than necessary. So shaking your leg is a way people can fidget, but that tends to be more of a sitting fidget than a standing fidget. And they describe the specific kind of fidget she does with this line over here. Ashi de yuka o sutta. And suru means to rub. So what is Alanna rubbing?
Um, rubbing the. I want to say yuka is leaf, but I don't know.
That
I
makes sense.
what is
Leaf
yuka?
is ha. So you're right,
Okay.
it has this tree radical in it. So I think it makes that makes sense. But we also have a roof. What is something that's commonly made out of wood that's underneath a roof? Do you know?
Uh, like
Gosh,
the beams of the house.
that's true, but that's more on the side of the house than really like under the house. Underneath the house is normally a floor
Ah,
made out
oh,
of wood, because yuka
okay.
means floor. So she's rubbing the floor with what?
Uh, I guess her feet then instead of her legs.
So, ashide. Well, it's the same word in
Yeah,
Japanese.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So she's basically moving her feet back and forth a little bit. That's how she is fidgeting.
Mm.
So if they just said this, she might just like have rubbed a shape into the floor, or she might be like literally rubbing the floor. The Moji Moji let us know this is more like a nervous tick that she's doing, which is just kind of fiddling with her legs a bit. Um, sa, so desu. Sorry, I did it wrong. Ma, so desu. Maho no sai desu. Well, yes, it's a talent in magic. And the next line again, we'll go to you, Grayson.
Maerusu wa mayu
Mm-hmm.
o yoseta. Mm, okay, we have miles, and then we have
Mayu is eyebrows.
ah,
And do you remember Yoseru?
no.
Yoseru means to bring closer. So what does it mean to bring your eyebrows closer?
Okay, yeah, like being like a confused face.
It could be a confused face. Yes, he furrows his brow. それはその人次第だよ、アラン. Well, that depends on the person. 魔法の才は単なる才能力だ. The talent in magic is just plain ability. 我らがみんな持ち合わせているわけではないが、誰もがみんな顔の回転が速いわけでも、反射神経がいいわけでもない。So he says, although everybody does not hold the ability to do magic, it's not like the effects having that anybody who I'm gonna Google a word real quick.
This gauze by itself.
Daremo ga? What's crazy? Mo's supposed to replace ga.
Well, I kind of see what you're saying, but yeah, this is the
You're
dotted
right.
line for
Mina
everyone.
is much easier to do. Um, uh, but it's not. Um, 頭の回転 Your head goes around and around. 頭の回転 Oh, thinking. Um, even wait, 回転が even if everybody is really, really smart, it's not like they will have the nerves to use it, I guess. Um, and till here will be for you, Josh.
魔法自体で魔法自体は善でも悪いでもない。So, magic itself is isn't good or bad. 正しい理由だと絶対確かな時だけ使えばいいと思う。So 正しい理由だと、so if you have a just reason, 絶対確かな時だけ使えばいいと思う。then 確かな時だけ使えば。I don't know, it just seems like a weird sentence, but to me it sounds like if you have a just reason, then yes, then that's like, surely that's the only time you should do it.
Yeah, but the only isn't really. I guess it is like 確かな時だけ. Yeah. He's using you should only use it when you're certain you want to use it.
Okay. I kind of like that. これで役に立ったかな? He's just asking if that was helpful. アランナは考え込みながら耳を引っ張った. So while Alanna was listening, I think something caught her ear.
考える?
Yeah, like while
That's
she was thinking.
yeah. So she was
So,
deep in thought.
and during that time, something caught her ear. Oh
Something
wait.
pulled her ear, yes.
Oh, pulled her ear. Okay. いい、いい、いいか悪いかは、はっきり言えないんですか? Um, so she said, what about if you can't tell if it's good or bad? If you can't clearly tell if it's good or bad?
I think he's saying you can't tell me if it's really good or bad, because his response
Mm,
was more like it depends on the person and the situation. Like I guess if you think your reason to use it is a good reason, then if you're certain you want to use it, then you should use it. I think, right? He kind of like did like a little thing like that. So
mm.
she's like, can't you just tell me if I should or not use it? It's like, what do you mean I have to think if my reason is just or not? And most likely, Alanna pulled her own ear here, which is a weird thing to do, but this might be like a little nervous tick type of thing she's doing, like playing with your hair. But because her hair is short, she's not playing with her ears. Um,
Okay.
but it's not like for sure, because with the wah, it can be a little bit more vague, I think. But it just means or the ear was pulled. Alanna is the thing we're talking about while she was thinking.
Mhm.
Next line is for Grayson.
マヨズは、日々を食った。
Kubi,
ん
Kubi.
首。あ、首。
Do you know what furu means?
So I know like furu and it's a mineral, sorry, that's furu and it's like a bath, but that's a different kanji. But there's a hand.
Yes, there is a hand, and it's very important for furu. Something that commonly furus would be a rag on a window.
Like cleaning?
It can be cleaning. It means to wave, but specifically like in a like normally like the back and forth you would do if you were like cleaning a window or something. Like it's
Like
a
wipe?
shaking word. Yes, it means to wipe, it means to wave, and it means to shake. And it's specifically that kind of formation, like hand movement kind of idea, but it doesn't have to be just your hand. The kubi in this context is the one that's shaking. You know what a kubi is?
No.
A kubi is your neck.
Ah.
So to shake your neck is written very differently in English. Do you know what it would be in English?
I think it's to shake your head.
It is to shake your head. Yep. So Alanna
Ah.
shakes her head. Sorry, Miles shakes his
Well,
head. この場合は言えない。動機上の問題でいいか悪いかはっきり言えることなんてめったにないんだ。I really can't say in this situation. When you're talking about the problem of morality, whether or not something is good or bad is not something you can really say is ever good or bad in any situation. And the next line goes to Grayson again.
Doaga. Okay, wait. This one was open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was like an ah, yeah. Aite, uh, Jonathan, Jonathan, ga dete kita. The door opened and Jonathan appeared.
Yep, he came in from the door. Perfect. アラン、ジョナソンは静かに聞いた。その頭はひどく真っ白く、目にはこらえた涙が光っていた。So Alan, that's what Jonathan quietly asked, like saying, "Are you there, Alan?" And his face was horribly pale, and his eyes were glittering with tears he was just barely holding back. And this line right here, this whole paragraph is going to go to Grayson.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Gozaimashita. Se Mairusu.
はい、さあ、まるず。
Sa Maruzu. Ah. Ho Toyu Rana wa Yujin no moto ni ita. So thank you very much, Sir Miles. And then we had to have Lana's friend.
Thank you, Sir Miles. Yep. And do you know what Toyu means?
Mm-mm.
This is the normal EU like to say. So it
Ah,
says that somebody said, "Thank you, Sir Miles." And then we have a this toll, which is different than the first toll we saw. Do you know what the second toll is?
uh,
So it's
just like
not
the
quotation toe. It's not and toe. You know what the
like the
third toe?
if when, but it's like
Yeah.
after what happened.
Yep, the if when toll. And in past tense, when you use toll, it means immediately afterwards,
Mm-hmm.
rather than 100%, because everything in the past has already happened, so there's really no question about whether or not it happened in the past or not. So right after Alanna says, "Thank you so much, Sir Miles,"
Mm-hmm.
it does.
She goes. She left.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So this is something we don't really see in English, the moto, but what if it said yuji ni ita? What do you think that would mean?
Eugene is she like left to go to her friend?
Yes, but in Japanese, you actually can't mark the destination with a person because when you mark it with ni, that is the literal location you are entering. So if you said yuji ni ita, that would mean they went into your friend, basically.
Right.
Like you're able to go, like if you were a ghost, for example, and you can pass through somebody. In that context, you could use the knee when they went there. But that's
Right.
not really the idea that we want to illustrate. We want to illustrate that you went next to your friend, that you went to the same area they're at generally. So
Yeah.
because of that, people are going to have a word in Japanese such as moto or tokoro to describe that. So that's just
Ah,
what that is. Moto specifically means origin, but you could also say yuji no tokoro, and it would be the same. It just is a place where the friend is at, rather than literally at the space your friend is in, because that would be dangerous. Um, and so here is for Josh.
あフランシスは次の日、oh, yeah, I don't know this one. Does that say yoizo?
I think this is my soul, which
Oh,
is the
okay.
burial.
Okay. My soul. My soul sareta. So the following day, Francis was buried. ようやく解放に向かってきたラウルとギャリーが、惨死した There's a couple words I don't know here.
I've never seen
Um,
this kaiho with this kanji, because there's like
yeah.
5,000 kaihos. Uh, and then I Google it and it says convalescence, and I'm like, I don't know this
That doesn't help a
word.
whole lot.
Um, this is a word in English. Convalescency. 何これ? Google.
I
That's the
think
best word they could
I
possibly.
think convalescence means to gather, but that's a guess.
Time spent recovering from an illness or medical treatment. Recuperation.
I wasn't even close.
Like, what? Why is this in the dictionary? Can you not just write time spent recovering from an incident? That makes sense because Raoru, remember, and Giri are
Mhm.
sick.
So,
Um,
ようやく解放に向かってきた Um, I'm just trying to piece together this ni.
um,
Kaiho ni mukatte ki is no,
um,
kaiho is not an
I
adjective.
think, yeah. So any noun, including noun like adjectives, can get ni added to it to make it into an adverb to describe the final state of the verb. So I would argue that this ni here is not destination ni, which is what you were thinking of with the mukaru,
Uh,
um, or it could be metaphorical there. But I think the more important part was the san re or something. What is it? San
yeah, I'm not sure.
retsu. Sandatsu is same as Sanka. I was thinking it would be. So right, Gary and Raudu participated at the burial as well.
Hmm.
Basically, finally coming out of their room, right, from their long period of sickness. They're probably still sick though,
Uh,
but they're facing their recuperation. But they came over to participate to their friend's burial anyway, instead of laying in
okay.
bed all day.
Um, okay, so this is Tanto, right?
Mm-hmm.
担当の治療師がアレックスも治るだろうと教えてくれた。The healer said Alexis would be fine in like a little while.
That's crazy.
ジョナサンは葬儀には父親と参列した。Um, so Jonathan's father, the king, also participated in
Mm-hmm.
the I guess
You know Soul Soul no
Soul.
Freerin?
Oh, I
I
do.
actually. Well,
That's the
Grayson, go
same
ahead.
soul here. What's Soul Soul? Do you know from the name of the show?
Like that was like the journey or something like that.
That is a good guess. It is called Beyond Journey's End in English, but that is not
Yeah.
a literal translation of the name of the title. The name is actually Freerin of the Funeral. Is the name of the show,
Oh,
or or specifically attending a funeral instead of like the literal funeral. Versus this right here is the soul from Soul Soul plus gi for ceremony. So this is the funeral word, the literal
Oh,
funeral.
okay.
So that's why Soul Soul no Furen is that her name is used both as someone that has to visit all her friends who die, but also that she also sends demon to their funerals. So they use a little wordplay with that. Is he sending you to your funeral, or is he just attending your funeral? Both are possible. But Beyond the
I mean
Journey's
that.
End, just as because
Yeah.
if you wrote Free Reign of the Funeral, I think people would have a slightly different idea what the show's about in English. But I think that would also work pretty well. Free Reign who attends funerals.
Well, I thought that was the journey to talk to the
The
dead
dead
friends.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's probably why they named it that. They were like, well, this is what the main plot's about eventually. It's kind of like how erased Japanese is Boko ga inai machi, something like that, which is the city in which only I don't exist. But the English version's erased. So like sometimes they go very different when they're localizing the names for things, uh, and sometimes they do it literally. In this case, they went some more localizing. But yeah, so he attends a funeral. And I'm saying from over here that these two are now healed, since this one right here says probably Alex will also recover. So
Mm.
I was thinking everybody who got the sickness dies. I felt like that was a plot point, but I am wrong. It's been a long time since I read Alanna, not since like high school or something. Uh,
Oh.
so, uh, Raudu has survived!
Yeah.
Yay! Poor Francis. Lives just to die. But yeah, you still got one more line left.
あ、二人はその後一緒に去り、アラナは急いで雑用に戻った。So, afterwards, the two had left. So, Ralph, or Ralph and what was the other one? Gary?
Gary, yeah.
So afterwards, those two left, and Lana quickly Zatsuyo ni modotta. She returned to
Her
Zatsuyo.
chores.
Oh, okay.
Complex things to do.
Mhm.
Which I feel like is a weird way to describe chores, because chores aren't really complex.
Yeah.
They're normally like mindless tasks, I feel like. Like they're like wash the floor, get the food ready.
Maybe
Anyway.
Japanese chores are complex.
自分の気持ちをどうにか迎えて、治療師のもとに行って手伝いを教えようかと思っていた。So she was trying to hold down her own feelings to figure out like she was trying to face her own feelings, and she starts to think, should I go over and propose the idea of helping to when I go over to the medic teacher person. フランシスにはもう何もできないけれど、まだ他の人たちがいる。While there's nothing she can do with Francis anymore, there are other people here that she could potentially help. 結局、熱病自体がアラナの迷いに決着をつけてくれた。次の日の朝、コラムとタイモンが探し出したとき、アラナは地上で血を湧いているところだった。So in the end, Alanna made her decision and was no longer hesitating about the sweating sickness. So the next morning, when Koram and Taiman went to go looking for her, she was over in the medical room washing away blood. And the next line goes to Grayson.
Aran, um, Tai, Taimon ga I- Yobin da. Um, not sure what any of that is.
Yobu is to call, like to call out someone's name, like call a taxi. So what does Taimon do?
Calls out for Alan.
Perfect. And the next couple lines are going to go to Josh.
アラナは、流しにいっぱいの鍋から目を上げ、眉を潜めた。Did I misread that word?
Nope.
Okay. So Alana, Nagashi ni ippai no nabes. Nabes pan.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess something that's pour.
Nagashi is a sink.
Oh, okay. I would not have picked up on that. Nagashi ni ippai no nabe kara me o age. So she takes her eyes away from the pot that, or from the pots that fill the sink, and Mayu o Hisomata scrunches her eyebrows.
Mm-hmm. Specifically, I feel like it's more like this than like the. Wait, that's probably what scrunches me. Never mind. Yeah.
Uh, this next sentence could be good for Grayson.
Oh, one sentence for Grayson. For you.
あコラムの、wait, hang on.
声。
声は優しかった。Coram's voice
Mm-hmm.
um what's yashashi? I've had that word before.
Yasashi. That's kind.
Ah, so Coram's voice was kind.
Perfect.
昨日の晩、王子が病気にかかったんだ。Oh, yesterday the prince caught the sickness. あんたを呼んでいる. And he calls for you. アラナは布巾を持つ手を下ろした。I don't know what 布巾 is.
Means towel.
Ah, 布巾を持つ手を下ろした. So the towel, so she dropped the towel from her hand. Dropped the towel she was holding. 恐れ、恐れで喉がキュッと締まる。あI am not sure. The nodo makes me think throat.
Yeah, this has to do with her throat. Her throat shimarus, right? Shimals. It closes with a gyut kind of noise. So it's like she
Okay.
has like a frog in her throat from what?
Fear.
Fear. Yep. Her throat closes up in fear. Donna guai. What's his condition? And the next line goes to Grayson.
良くない。Paimon gaita. Is it like not often?
It can mean not often. That is correct. That is not an incorrect translation. However, in the context that we have, the frequency meaning of good doesn't really make sense. So it's more likely to be the goodness. So yokunai is probably not good rather
Not
than
good.
not often. But it does have both meanings.
Um,
So that's what he said, yes. And I'm going to make you do the next line as well, 'cause this one looks like you could do that.
okay. Aran wa Jonna san no uh 部屋 に走っていた。Yeah, okay. Um, wait. So Alanna went to Jonathan's room.
Did she walk there?
Uh, so there's one for walk and there's one for run, and I get them mixed up, but I think this is walk, yeah.
Nope, aruku is walk.
And I got it mixed up.
Hashiru is run.
Okay.
So she was running to his room in a panic. 二人の使用人も後に続いた. The two other servants came after her. 部屋のドアを開けて、アラナは凍りついた. So when Alanna opened the door, she froze. この目の光景が信じられない. She can't believe what she sees with her eyes. ドナセンのベッドの周りは人が群れなしていた. Surrounding Jonathan in his bed, we have a bunch of people that have like basically became like a throng of people, like they're really crowding around his bed. 室内の強いお香にくしゃみが出る. Due to the strong scent of incense inside of the room, she felt like she was about to sneeze. And the rest of this paragraph will go to Josh.
I think I was having some trouble with the window minimizing.
Oh, yeah.
Both of you guys did?
Josh was.
Yeah, I minimized it and I couldn't reopen it. I had to leave.
I know, that's happened to me before. You're like, where is it?
闇の神の神官が、臨終の祈りを唱える横には治療師のおさが立ち尽くしている。Okay, so 闇の神の神官. So the priest to the god of darkness. Rijutsu, you have that as deathbed. Rinju. Rinju no inori o tonairu. So he was praying. He was
I
doing
guess
some.
like it's like the time you're dying.
Rinju no inori no tonairu yoko ni wa. Okay. It's hard to like construct a sentence out of this in English, I feel like. So beside the priest, he's
I
doing
would probably start here if I was doing that.
Okay. So the healer, no, Osaga.
Probably chief.
Okay.
Because like Soncho and stuff. The head healer. Yeah. And beside the head healer, there was the priest that is reciting the
bed prayer.
Exactly.
The head healer, tachitsuku shiteiru. Tachitsukusu sounds like used up all of his standing.
Yes, it basically means like he's not doing anything but standing.
Oh, really? Beado, or no, Beado koshaku wa, mochi no me sarete ita. So, our Beado Duke, uchi no me sarete ita. Something was done to this Duke. I can't really tell what.
Apparently, uchi no mesu is what you would think it would mean, just not in the context, which is to knock someone down. But it can mean to be devastated emotionally. So it's probably
Ah,
he is emotionally devastated instead of literally someone smacked him.
I hope so. That would be bad for the other person. ジョナサンはもう幻覚を見ている。Hmm. So to me, this sounds hmm, like you can already see Jonathan's spirit, like
I think
ghosts.
Jonathan is hallucinating from the high fever.
Oh, is Gengaku hallucination?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. And they did say that if you hallucinate early, it's like extra deadly.
Hmm.
小日から重くなる病人は必ず死ぬと治療師は知っていた. Yeah, that's basically what I just said.
Yep. You predicted it.
Yeah, if you get the if the symptoms are heavy early on, it's like without fail you'll die.
アナナは怒りのあまり大きくあえで息をついだ。So Alanna, she takes a deep breath that is just completely full of anger. どうやったらこんな動物館みたいな中で病気が復活できるんだ? How on earth is someone supposed to recover from illness when they're inside such a farm, inside such a zoo as this? Jonathan は息もできないじゃないか. Like Jonathan, I bet he can't even breathe. モードに教えてもらった治療の常識的な、原 something に、これは何から何まで、逆らいでいる。This thing right here is absolutely going against every little thing that I had been taught as the general way that obviously you should do medical treatments from Modo back then. And I'll go Google what this gen. It should be like the
Ginsoku.
Gensoku principles. Makes sense. And 空気は something にして安静にすること、完全に清潔にして、落ち着いて安心させるように声をかけること。And
I
it's
don't
like,
know that one. It
okay,
looks like blue, but not quite, I
it
guess.
does look like blue, but like with water, blue
Mm.
water. It's probably some kind of like clearing up kind of thing, like hot it, but I feel like it also wasn't hot it.
Yeah, purification maybe?
It says that Kiyoraka is pure, honest, clean, and clear. Um, so yeah, some kind of clearing word. Um, so she's basically saying what are the basic principles of what you should do for medical treatment, which is, you gotta clear up the air, don't make it so stuffy, and that, allows them, the person who's sick to feel like, relieved, feel safe. And then you have to completely clean the place. You got to keep it nice and sterilized. And you got to stay calm in order to not make you must not use a voice that causes the person who's ill to feel fear, right? You got to always use a very like reassuring voice with your subject who is sick. And the next line here goes to Grayson.
町の人たちは何も知らないのか。うん。
Oh, this had nothing to do with the aggressive. So the thing we were on.
Yeah.
Uh,
The other
so what does
yeah.
hitotachi mean?
Like the people, like Mato
The
people.
people of who? Which people? The blue people?
Uh,
The rich people?
I forgot what machi is.
Machi means city, and specifically, this is a big city
Right.
people and not small city people. And in case you don't remember, Alanna is from the Inaka, so she's from the countryside. So she's saying, man, do people shiranai no ka?
The city people, uh, uh, not know anything.
Exactly, that's exactly what it says. Do the city people not know anything? But yeah, this is seiketsu, which is meaning like clean and sanitary. So you have to make sure the room's very clean. So seiketsu. Versus this one I did kind of translate wrong. Ansei is more like to have a peaceful like rest than to feel peaceful. So please. And あなたは口を開けかけて、またびっしゃりと閉じた. So Alanna, she went to go open up her mouth, but then she quickly slapped it shut. もう少しでここにいる大人たちに出て行けと命令してWhat? 命令してしまうところだった. My good grief, she was just about to go tell a whole bunch of these these adults that they gotta go leave this room right this second. That's so embarrassing. And just this last line is gonna go to Josh, and then we'll be stopping on this page.
従者見習いからそんな命令をされたら、どんな歓迎を受けるか予想がつく. So, if Esquire were to give that kind of order to someone, like what kind of, I'm guessing kange is like punishment or retribution would they receive? She wondered.
Kind of. Literally, it says welcome, but she's not, because she's using it kind of like it's not a warm welcome, right? It's like what's gonna
Oh.
like someone's gonna like punch her in the face. So it means punishment in this context, but it's not like the literal meaning of the word. And I'm going to stop the recording.